Hi guys, so it's been a long time since my last video. I think it's been about 3 weeks, not that long really, but I feel like a lot has happened since my last video. I think that was my pregnancy test video. I don't think I've done another one since then, but I just wanted to do like an update video to document like my feelings, how I'm feeling and how many weeks I am and what's been going on really and what appointments I've had, that sort of thing. So I am today 8 weeks and 3 days, and I actually have a midwife appointment today at 11:30. So I'm going to be taking my daughter's at school. I'm going to be taking my son with me. My mum's meeting me there because it's right near where my mum lives. It's where I went with my pregnancy with Max. I don't know if I'll be seeing the same midwife. There's normally just one midwife that works there, so it might be the same lady, but we'll see. That's my booking in appointment, so that's literally going to be talking about, quite a long appointment, talking about my previous pregnancies and, all the stuff they ask, what's been going on and etc. So I'm not really looking forward to it, to be honest, because I feel really sick today, so it kind of comes in waves. Like, I'll talk about how my sickness and symptoms have been, but I feel like it comes in waves, but sometimes it's just so bad I can't move. I just have to wait it out, which is hard when you're trying to get your daughter to school in the morning. But normally I do have a way of managing it when I have to go out, but yeah, it's not been pleasant at all. The past 2 weeks. I think it's been 4 weeks since my last video. I think I was almost 4 weeks and now I'm 8. Yeah, so it must be over 4 weeks since my last video. So I'm going to talk about my symptoms now. Sorry, it just stopped recording when I was like a minute into talking. So I didn't really have many symptoms in the beginning. It was kind of just here and there, like tiredness, a bit of cramping, nothing major. And then like 4 weeks exactly, because my weeks turn over on a Saturday. So on a Saturday night I felt really sick. I thought I was going to be sick, but I managed to just suck some indigestion tablets, those minty tablets, and they helped. They actually got rid of it, and then it didn't come back until 6 weeks. And yeah, like six weeks and 2 days or something like that, to be precise. So before I had any of this sickness, like symptoms, I randomly one Monday I ended up getting this really, really bad pain. Like, it was so, like, really sharp. It's just like a wind pain, like a gas pain. Really, really, really sharp. It kind of went through to my butt, down my legs. I kind of thought that it was just trapped wind or a trapped nerve or something, because I know that you can get like trapped nerves. I have had trapped nerves in pregnancy before. Like, it just really hurts in my legs and in my bum. So I kind of felt like that. So I took some indigestion tablets and some paracetamol, laid down, but it was just so bad. I was like hunched over, and then it started cramping and burning, like in my stomach, like this burning pain, like searing. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like severe where I thought, is this an ectopic pregnancy or something? But I was lying down and then I felt like a gush. So I thought, oh no. You know what you think when you feel that? It's not pleasant at all when you're pregnant and you feel that. So I went to the bathroom and it wasn't a lot of blood. It was just like, obviously that was what the gush was. It was blood. So I ended up calling my husband, calling my mum, my mother-in-law. So my mother-in-law, because my daughter needed picking up, so my mother-in-law went to pick my daughter up. And my mum took me to hospital and my husband met me there. Long story short, I didn't have a scan that day, which was a bit upsetting. They couldn't fit me in until a week later, which wasn't really what I wanted to hear, but obviously they are really busy, so I had to wait. But by that point the bleeding had actually stopped. It subsided. It was more spotting. But I was terrified because I've had a miscarriage at 7 weeks. I've had chemical pregnancies, which are just like late periods, but I've had a full-blown like 7-week miscarriage where it was just traumatizing. I found it so traumatizing. And I was just terrified to go to the toilet in case that happened, in case that started happening. So anyway, they ended up checking my cervix and they said it was closed, like completely closed. And I kind of, that's a good sign, obviously, because it means it's not the pregnancy. If your cervix, I mean, they couldn't tell me it wasn't anything bad because it's 50-50 chance, you know. It could have happened later or before. So they couldn't tell me that it wasn't one, but apparently, fast forward to a week from my scan appointment, they found a hematoma. Can't really pronounce the first word. It's like, begins with a C. But yeah, it's basically next to the baby, and it's quite big. Like, it looked quite big. To the sac, it was like the same size. But I haven't, since then, the bleeding turned brown. So the bleeding turned brown, and then it was just spotting for a few days. And then the day after the scan is when I got very, very bad morning sickness. Like, that's when it first kicked in, the morning sickness. So I was really confused. I was like, is this a miscarriage or is this, you know, a healthy pregnancy? Because I'm feeling so sick, and this is the worst I've had it. I've not experienced morning sickness yet, like this bad so far in pregnancy, just a little bit of nausea here and there. But this was really bad. I was like being sick with it. So fast forward to another week. So pretty much where I am now, yeah, because I had the scan a week after I was bleeding, and then I've got another week until I've got another scan booked this Sunday. So up until now, I've had one episode of like brown spotting, which was last Wednesday, so almost a week ago. I haven't had anything since. Been trying to take it easy, sitting down a lot, which I have to do anyway because I've been feeling so sick on and off. I haven't been able to eat when I feel sick. I literally have to wait until the sickness goes a bit, because I can't eat while I'm feeling really sick. Eating doesn't help my morning sickness. If I eat when I feel really sick, I'm sick. But if I wait until I feel a bit better and hungry, because it kind of goes between really bad morning sickness, like feeling really nauseous, to feeling really hungry, and then that's when I can eat. That's my window of opportunity where I can literally eat whatever I feel like. I'm not forcing myself to eat, you know, healthy foods at this stage. I'm just trying to eat what is appealing to me. To be honest, I have had more fruit. I have found fruit quite easier to eat. Whereas before I wouldn't really eat fruit before pregnancy, so that's a good sign. That's good that I'm getting some nutritious food in. Tea is lukewarm, which doesn't help with feeling sick, so it needs to be hot. But just trying to get something down because I'm not able to eat anything yet. I just feel horrendous this morning, like on and off, really, really sick. But one thing I have found is if I eat peppermint, that really helps sort of ward off the sickness when I have to go out, because I don't really want to be puking at the school when I'm dropping my daughter off. I don't want to be puking down the road. So, and the fresh air also helps. So I'm not really looking forward to my appointment today because I'm worried I'm going to feel really sick and I'm going to have to keep popping, you know, mints. I'm going to buy some Polos because at the moment I've got these massive like Tribble, like those strong mints, but they're huge, so it's like you don't really want something huge in your mouth, like sweet, when you feel sick. You feel like you're choking on it. So I also have a bit of a cold. I don't know if you can hear, so that makes me feel quite crap. So symptom wise, it's literally just sickness and tiredness. I don't have anything else. I don't have any cravings other than salty stuff, but I don't know whether that's just because salty stuff helps my sickness. Salty stuff, peppermint, they kind of just help the sickness. They're not really a craving that I have. I don't know how I'm supposed to eat today because I'm just literally like feeling so sick. But I hate being sick is not fun. It's not meant to be fun. It's horrible, but it's a good sign of pregnancy. It means everything is going as it should, hopefully, and at my next scan on this Sunday should be really positive. I'm hoping it's positive because I haven't had any more episodes of spotting yet. I don't know if I'm going to, or my body's just going to absorb it, because I had the hematoma with Max as well, but he started at 9 weeks. I could have had it at 6, 7 weeks, but obviously I didn't. I had a scan at 7 weeks and they didn't see anything. But this one is very easy to see. It's like right there. So I don't know. I'm still a bit worried about it, but I'm not as worried because I'm just feeling a lot better with things. I haven't had any more of those sharp pains. I think it was just wind because I'd drinking a lot of carbonated drinks, which I think it just aggravated my stomach too much, so I've cut those down. I'm not able to drink a lot of water. That's another thing that you're supposed to drink more of in pregnancy. At the moment, as long as I'm not dehydrated, I'm drinking tea, I'm drinking bits here and there, like fizzy drinks, like not as much, but I feel like those are better than water, because water just makes me feel really sick, like really sick. So I can't drink a lot of water, but later on in the pregnancy, hopefully I'll be able to drink more. So I have my 12-week, well actually it's that 12 weeks, 5 days pregnant scan, which is booked for November the 15th. Like I said, I've got the another early scan when I'll be 9 weeks and 1 day next week, this Sunday, to check the hematoma and to check that it's not grown, to check that it's going away, just a precaution really. But I'm glad to be having an early scan because I was actually going to pay to have one, pardon me, but obviously didn't get to do that because I had the bleeding. So I just feel so bad today, like I don't even know what to do with myself. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say, to talk about, other than, yeah, my scan's booked for November. I've got a consultant appointment as well because of, I don't even know why really, I think because of previous health problems, migraines, eating disorder, stuff I've suffered with before, anxiety, they just want me to see a consultant. I've had 2 in all my pregnancies, and I've actually had like extra scans because of that, so I'm not sure this time around if I will, because I've had 2 perfectly healthy pregnancies, so they might think I don't really need one. But then they do tend to worry because I'm quite a slender person, and they tend to worry about my weight for some reason, even though I'm healthy weight. I'm not underweight, well, maybe a bit underweight, but they tend to panic a bit about my weight in pregnancy. I don't know why. So I don't know, we'll have to see. I think that's the 20th as well, so I've got one scan the 15th of November, and then I've got one consultant appointment the 20th. It would be easier if they were both on the same day, but never mind. I'm not going to do any bump shots or anything because there is literally nothing there at the moment, because I'm just not eating enough. I'm not eating a lot, so I don't even have that food bloat that people talk about, to be honest. It just looks how it normally looks. It doesn't look any bigger than normal, to be honest. And it's like water and tea and stuff, so it's kind of not a lot to look at, but I hope this was a good update. But that's basically it for this week. I'll probably do these updates every 2 weeks or something, or whenever I have something to update on, like after the scans and stuff. But symptom wise, it's normally just not much to report, just tiredness, really, really, really tired, and feeling sick on and off, like waves of sickness. It's not all the time, it's not severe. I haven't been sick this week so far. The last time I was physically sick was last Tuesday, so it's been a week since I was last sick. I've just been feeling really nauseous, like on and off throughout the day. And I'm trying to stop myself from being sick because it makes me feel a hell of a lot worse and it gives me cramps. So I'm trying to stop myself from throwing up because it just doesn't make me feel better. I'm trying to just breathe through it, have peppermints, eat when I can, not force myself to eat when I feel really bad, because that just makes it worse, and just take each day as it comes, really. That's all you can do, really. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. So I just wanted to add in this little clip to my other videos that I did, well, to the main video that I've just done about my current situation with my hematoma and the bleeding and stuff like that. So this is about a week later. Excuse the way I look, I'm literally not, it's half term and I'm literally not bothering with putting makeup on today, so I'm just not feeling the best. Feeling really anxious at the moment, so I'm just kind of taking it easy as much as possible with both the kids being at home. Obviously my son's at home anyway because he's only one, well, almost one, but anyway, I just thought I'd update you on how my scan went, which was yesterday. So I went in for my scan, it was at 11 AM, so it was quite early, just to get it over with, and it was really quick. I didn't have to wait very long to go in, because the worst thing is waiting in the waiting rooms, and it's just not a nice feeling, you know, when you're worried and you don't really know what's going on, or it's just a bit of a worry. But we went in, I had the scan, the baby's fine, luckily. That's the first thing they say, which I'm always grateful for, because it's, the silence is just like, oh, while they're looking at the screen, it's just a bit nerve-wracking. But I was shaking before I went in, because I was like, I don't even know, because I've been bleeding on and off. I was bleeding on and off. I had bleeding, I think I mentioned, like, before I had my first scan, I had bleeding for about 2 days. Went in on the Monday, stopped on like the Wednesday, and I didn't have anything for a week, and then I had a little bit of brown spotting, and then I didn't have anything for another week. And then now, since last Wednesday, that was last Wednesday, I started spotting again. It was like brown, and then it kind of varies between like mid-flow, not mid-flow really, it's kind of, it varies between like being heavier and lighter, and then stopping, and then being heavier again, so it's kind of like confusing. But so last Wednesday I started bleeding again, like spotting again, and it's been every day since then. Today's Monday, so it's been a good few days, but I had my scan yesterday and everything looks good with the baby. I'm measuring 9 weeks 1 day, which is exactly what I am. I know all my dates and everything because I know when I ovulated. But she said there's still a bleed there, there's still a bleed in my uterus. This is called like a subchorionic hematoma. I don't really know how you pronounce it properly, but, and it's, I don't exactly know the exact location of it. I know it's behind the sac, but I don't think it's not in a dangerous position, because I had a scan before and the lady said it's not in the most dangerous position it could be in. But I didn't ask this lady, so now I'm thinking I should have asked her whereabouts it was, because I feel a bit unknown, like I'm so yeah, it's still measuring kind of the same. It's a little bit tiny, like a couple of millimeters less than it was 2 weeks ago, but it's still there. It's still quite big, like it's about 33 millimeters, whereas before it was about 35.8 millimeters times something else. It's like the width of it and the length of it's like, now it's 33, so it has gone down a little bit. She said it's not changed, but it's a lower number, so I'm going to count that as going down. Like, I wish they'd just reassured me more, because I don't feel like reassured at all. I feel like she was a bit kind of, I don't know, she just didn't seem very positive about the whole thing, but I don't know. But touch wood, like I'm not having really heavy bleeding. It does vary between being a bit heavier, like heavier spotting, I'd say heavier spotting, not proper bleeding, and then a little bit, and then it's like less again. But it doesn't matter whether I walk more or sit, that doesn't seem to make a difference. So I'm not on bed rest or anything like that. I'm literally just taking it easy as much as I can, sitting down, which is all I really want to do anyway, playing with the kids, but making sure I'm sitting down and I'm not rushing around doing housework and washing and stuff. Wait for my husband to get in to help with all of that. He's off next week, so at least I will have more of a break then, even though we are going out one of the days next week. So yeah, bit worried about that actually, because I'm not really supposed to be on my I don't really want to be on my feet for a long period of time. Am I supposed to be going to the zoo? So I'm not, I just don't know. I just don't know what I should be doing or what I shouldn't. I didn't get told anything. All they said to me was, we can't do anything about the bleeding. You just got to sort of wait and see. They're just so negative about everything. And I'm like, I know this for condition is quite common, and the majority of the time it does clear up. I had one with Max. Even though it was small with Max, it was very small, and it was away from the sac, I think. I don't know. But it was very small, and this time it's a lot bigger, and I've got it earlier on. So now I'm literally like, just trying to take it easy, but I'm telling myself to do that rather than being told by doctors. Like, they're not really, I haven't been given another scan either, so I'm not going to know how it's doing at all until until my 12-week one, which is only in just over 3 weeks. So I haven't really, you know, there's not much they can do in the meantime. It's still there. I feel like they just don't think it's going to disappear in 3 weeks or a couple of weeks. It's just going to be the same then. So there's no point doing a scan unless it gets heavier bleeding and stuff. So I've got to wait if it gets heavier and I have lots of pain, then I've got to go back in. Which isn't easy because I've got 2 kids at home. My partner's all the way in London, miles and miles and miles away, deep in London. He can't get back. I just don't have anyone to help, especially today, so I'm trying to take it easy as much as possible. Try not to lose my temper with the kids, which I seem to do a lot because my moods have just been really, really up and down. Just so up and down. So sad. Oh. But anyway, I just wanted to, sorry it's a bit of a long, this is supposed to be just an end clip, but it's turned into quite a long rant. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to update on how my hematoma is, but it's still there. Hopefully it's reabsorbed by 12 weeks, or at least 20 weeks. And yeah, I'm just trying to not do very much, other than focus on the kids, make sure they're happy, and at the moment they don't really seem that happy. But I think that's just because they're kids and they can't really tell me what they want, especially my son. So he's there. So yeah, just dealing with hyperactive kids today, I'm afraid. Why have I got this hat on? So yeah, but yeah, I will see you in my next video, probably be my like 12-week scan update. Just because I don't really have anything to talk about anymore, unless something significant happens, but I really hope it doesn't. I really hope it's very uneventful 3 weeks until my next scan. So yeah, just trying to take it easy and be positive, I guess. So yeah.